Hello and welcome as we get ready for the race. And we are here kicking off in Atlanta, the B.E.S.T Academy. Peachtree FC, we're getting the camera up in just a second. Apologies for those watching at home as we get this. We're about to remove the graphic. The game has kicked off. We are just getting the game up on the screen for you in just a second. Apologies for those at home watching the match. We did start a little bit early today with the rain pouring down, which is why we were not quite set up, but the screen should then start to show up on your screens for you at home. Apologies. Again, we're dealing with some weather issues here in Atlanta, causing some delays with the setup, but hopefully we are live now. Peachtree FC taking on Peachtree FC 2 in the Peachtree Derby. The ones are in green, the twos are in the peach color. And we will be making some adjustments. We have a bit of a difficult setup here in Atlanta. Just have a couple of tightness here. We're up on top of the tennis courts trying to get the camera level, so apologies if it's a little slanted at sometimes. Here at CMR Broadcasting, we are working on getting this set up for you to have a good viewing at home, but we still are working out some of the kinks, so apologies again for that, but we are here kicking off. Work through this. We will get you starting lineups as well as all the information as soon as we're nice and secured here. Difficulties with the equipment, but we should be able to get this settled shortly and bring you this match. Much anticipated derby match between Peachtree FC and Peachtree FC 2. Peachtree FC currently on the attack right here, but into the hands of the goalkeeper. We're about to bring you the starting lineups for both teams. We do know that Peachtree FC in the green and peach uniforms are going to be in a 4-3-3 formation today. Peachtree FC in the peach will be in a 3-4-3. Two teams, obviously, who know each other very well, coming from the same club. They train together. Many of the Peachtree FC 2 players have played for the first team as they come here to the attack. A chance early on to get a goal, but that one's going to be over the top. It will be a goal kick. Again, we're dealing with some unfavorable weather here. Rain coming down. It's been pouring down since this morning, since early this morning, causing some delays in the setup here. Don't have an official press box, so we're having to make shift with what we have. A long ball played forward, looking to try to get behind the twos. Peachtree FC coming into this game in third place with 15 points out of 18 available. Looking to try to get push towards the top. They have 3 more games remaining after this one, including the league leaders Majestic Red, who they will face next weekend. So this game will be very important for the Peachtree FC ones to try to get something out of it to keep their title hopes of this ADSL Summer League up. Goal kick here for the twos. And the ball forward. One back by Peachtree FC. Peachtree FC will be moving from right to left on your screen at home. Peachtree FC 2 moving from left to right. Throw in here for Peachtree FC. We do have rosters for both teams, and we will be getting you those names very shortly. Chance here for the twos, picked out by the defender. Now a chance to play forward. Played over the top. Plenty of space in front of him. Puts a cross into the back post, but it's just too high and will be a goal kick for Peachtree FC 2. Peachtree FC 2 getting us back underway. Looking for a chance to play forward, but gets blocked by the Peachtree FC first team player. Peachtree FC and Peachtree FC 2 one back in a dangerous position, but can't make anything out of it just yet. We will bring you the starting lineup just in a second. Peachtree FC, now the ball with the goalkeeper, Amui. They've got John Hill, Cover, Swinehart, and Wilson along the back line. We did mention they're playing in a 4-3-3 today, Peachtree FC in the green. A chance here for the twos to take a lead against their parent club, parent team, but picked out well there by Wilson. Apologies, that was actually Swinehart. In the midfield for Peachtree FC, they've got Mahmoud, Pace, and Mogotsana, which we will call Santi today. Santi, a very experienced player. One back here by the twos with a shot from the edge of the box, blocked by Cover, apologies. And now the ball at the near side with the Peachtree FC 2. We'll continue to bring the lineups as well. Get those names called out throughout this match. For those fans at home, we know you're supporting on your Peachtree FC, and we apologize again for any of the delays or any of the issues that have come up so far. We're going to try to have a smooth broadcast for the rest of the match. Here is Peachtree FC 2. Along the front line for Peachtree FC in your green, you have Caleb Miller, Pedro Marinho, and Bilal Ahmed. And now Peachtree FC 2 trying to create something here. They've been on the front foot, but now giving away. Here's Miller for Peachtree FC, playing it wide to Ahmed. Ahmed switching it all the way across to Marinho. Marinho tried to play the ball into, but picked out by the goalkeeper, which is going to be Schmidt for Peachtree FC 2. Along the back line, they're going to be starting with 3 center backs, Penchion, Uribe, and Pina. 4 midfielders with 2 wing backs. Smith and Diaz will be along the wing backs. In the middle will be Boldesky and Sweeney. And then up front, Powers, Abdi, and NDA. Ball back underway with Peachtree. Here's Hill. John Hill, one of the founders of the club. We'll continue to bring more information about his background and the story of the club throughout this match for the viewers at home who want to follow Peachtree FC. They have some exciting things in store with the club, and what they've done so far has been really impressive as a club. Now the two teams facing off each other for the second time. Last year they also faced off in the ADASL Summer League. The Peachtree FC first team ended up coming away with the 5-1 win. Peachtree FC 2, a year later, have a chance to try to come back and do something different this time around. Chance for Miller, trying to drive into the box himself, but picked out. And now Santi gets the ball wide to Wilson. Wilson continued forward and got into the box, but was not able to create any danger. Connected well there with Pace. Pace has been a very key player for Peachtree FC in the Summer League. Came in mid-season, but has played in many different positions and filled a role. Got some goals, got some assists. And has been really helpful to this Peachtree FC in their title hopes. Peachtree FC will be one of the debutants in the upcoming APSL Terminus Conference first division, first season, along with other ADSL clubs and some other clubs from around the area. It's a new league coming in. They've had a lot of success in the northeast region of the country, and now coming into the Georgia area to try to bring more opportunities for clubs like Peachtree FC. Corner kick here, cross put in to the back post. Not able to redirect the header, but now Peachtree FC starting to get some chances of their own. Peachtree FC 2 currently sitting near the bottom of the table, not had their best summer league, but they did have a really good season last year, 2024-25 season, finishing second in Division 2 of ADSL, getting promoted to Division 1. So Peachtree FC's first team will be moving into the APSL, and Peachtree FC 2 will be moving up to Division 1 of the ADSL, which is a good opportunity for the club. Still having two teams at a high level will be very good for the opportunity for their players. And of course, having Peachtree FC 2 to feed in, and a chance here, saved by Schmidt, cleared away. And now wide to Ndiaye. Ndiaye has a runner with him. Tried to find him, but picked out by the keeper, cleared away by Amui. Amui, who played futsal in England and now comes to Peachtree FC helping out. Uribe going back to the goalkeeper Schmidt. And apologies again if we have some of the names in the wrong place. We're looking at the lineup and numbers can get a little confusing. Here's Miller. Miller picking it out in a dangerous position. Still Miller. Ends up giving that one away. Miller not able to create from there as he has done recently. 3 goals in his last 3 games after joining the club. Now ball played forward. Let it roll all the way to Ahmed. Ahmed dribbling into the box, looking for an option. We know Ahmed likes to dribble. Here's John Hill. Puts a cross in now to the back post, but into the hands of Schmidt. No worries for him there. Nice and easy. Schmidt looks like he's pushing his players forward. Going to be trying to get the ball into attacking positions. Goes wide here to Smith, but Wilson was there quickly to pick it out. Got a little bit of flooding here on the near side. Might play a part if they're trying to attack down here. Most of the flooding is outside of the field, which is a good sign, but a little bit coming into the field, and now a little bit of a tussle there, picked out. Here comes Peachtree FC 2, and lets it roll out for a corner kick. That's going to be a corner kick for Peachtree FC 2. A left-footed in-swinger. Going to be looking to try to cause some danger into the box. Cross put in. all the way to the back post. Header was able to get to it, but not able to redirect it to goal. So one apiece for both sides, back and forth. And that's what you like to see between an inter-club match. You want to see the second team putting pressure on the first team. You want to be trying to fight for positions. Of course, these players will want to be in that first team picture. Although it's a very tight-knit club. In fact, 12 of the players currently on the roster for the second team, the Peachtree FC 2, have already made appearances for the first team at some point. So a very well-connected team with players getting opportunities on both places. Here's Wilson on the near side. Tried to connect and got picked out. Apologies again for the camera work. And some mechanical difficulties. We'll try to get the game back up here. Chance here for Peachtree FC. Playing the ball into space, a little bit too heavy. It's going to be picked out there. I believe that was Pension. Apologies again, as we're having some issues with the tripod. Trying to get that fixed as quick as possible. Throw-in taken by Peachtree, picked out by Peachtree FC 2. And now FC 2 trying to get forward. Their ball forward was blocked, and we'll go for a goal kick. Throw-in. And we've almost got the tripod fixed here. We are back to stability. Ball played forward here. I believe that's Powers. We're trying to still figure out the numbers with the names. Throwing taken back in here. Santi coming back from a deeper position, connecting with his teammates. Here's Wilson under pressure. Chance here for the twos. Shot, and that one slips past the keeper into the back of the net. It's number 56. We don't have a number 56 on the roster, but we will try to figure out, based on the position, I believe that's Smith who got the goal. So Peachtree FC 2 takes the lead in this match against the first team. Again, we talked about it. Players trying to prove their point, trying to show that they're supposed to be in the first team, and what a finish. A little bit of luck as it slipped through the hands of Ayuni. But Peachtree FC 2 take the lead here in the first half. Play continues. That one's picked up by Uribe. It's actually number 36, so we can confirm that's actually Diaz, Mateo Diaz, who got that goal today. Coming from this right wing side, right wing back position, was able to cut inside and finish off the play. Play continues here. Nice temperature compared to recent weeks. It's been very hot, and today it's nice and cool in the high 60s, And with rain coming down, here's a chance. Ahmed coming into the box, looking to try to cut inside as he likes to do. Puts the cross in, spilled by the keeper, but gets the rebound. Schmidt just picking that one up right there. That's Peachtree FC looking to try to react, going down early in this match. Here's Amui. Looking for NDA. NDA with a nice turn there to get past the hill, and pulled back in the process, will win a free kick for his troubles. So a little bit of movement around on this Peachtree FC 2 side. Some players in different positions than what we were given, so we're trying to work those out. Looks like they've also got number 29 Kasonga starting in the midfield, actually. Do not see Sweeney, but across here decides to go back instead. Here's Uribe, or sorry, that's Pina going across to Uribe. Uribe tried to play to the middle, but picked out by Mourinho, the top scorer of the Summer League. Gets it wide. Here's a chance for Wilson coming back. Cuts across, and the second one there, blocked and saved. And the second opportunity, it's into the back of the net. There is the tying goal, scored by Peachtree FC. Again, trying to get a number on that one, but a great finish, a great persistence as Wilson got forward there on the counterattack from the left back position, was able to get it across the goal. Schmidt did well to block the first one, but they didn't give up, and in second chance was able to finish it off. That was number 49. We do not have on the list, we do not have a number 49. Based on the position on the field, we believe that might be Mahmoud, but again, we apologize for those at home if we get the names wrong. Panchion ends up going back to Uribe, one of the original members of this club, as well as Benavides and Hill and Abdi. Ball played all the way across, but the flag goes up for offside, so it would not have counted if he had gotten to it. Chance to get back underway, trying to go quickly. Was number 32. Covert. Now gets it across to Swinehart. Laid into the middle. Nice quick 1-2 there. Here's Mourinho. Going wide, back to Wilson, who did a... Probably just not Wilson. It's number 45, which we don't have. So again, apologies. There's changes in the ADSL. You know, there's a lot of changes all the time, so we might miss some names every once in a while. Oh, a chance here. The ball bounced in his favor and blocked and goes out for a corner. That's Mahmoud, who got forward there to nearly get that chance away, but dealt with well by the defender. And we'll now see number 37, Traore, get ready to come in as well. Corner kick here for Peachtree, a chance to take the lead for the first time today. Mahmoud puts the cross in all the way to the back post, over everyone, and bounces to the far side. Tried to keep it in play was Miller, but ran out of space. And now Peachtree FC 2 going to be trying to take it quickly. May not be able to get the sub away this time, Peachtree FC, but the Twos took an early lead through Diaz. The equalizer from a player that we don't know the name right now. We'll try to figure it out as we go. Here's cover. Wide to Wilson. Nice moves there from the winger. I believe that's Ahmed. Tries the shot from far, gets blocked. And now fouled. That was 27, Prempe, who committed the foul. And now Traore will enter, replacing the goal scorer for Peachtree FC. as we mentioned a little bit earlier, 12 of the players on the FC2's roster have played with the first team at some point, which shows the level of depth that this club has, and we've seen it so far in this game, being even so far. Cross came in, it was a little too short, headed back out wide, a chance to put another cross in, but defender stuck a leg in. Now it'll be another throw. Santi leaves it for Hill. In the ball around, here's Cover. Mahmoud continuing the pressure, winning it back in a dangerous position. Gets into the box to Traore. Defended well. He has a chance for a Peachtree FC 2 if they can get through, but Cover there to get the Cover there to get the ball back. Here's Swinehart switching it wide. Still Ahmed. Ahmed keeps it in. Back to Wilson. Switching all the way across to Swinehart. Swinehart with the long switch. Trying to get it in behind, but it's going to be too close to Schmidt. Uribe ends up going long. Over the top. Nearly fell for Abdi, but Cover was there. Now Amui with pressure. Gets it back to Cover. And now a long switch to John Hill, who has some space in front of him. Looking to switch it back to the other side. Picked out there by Uribe. Wilson picks up the loose ball. Forward to Ahmed. Ahmed tried to cut inside, but dealt with well by Uribe. Uribe's been strong in defense. Now a newly entered player, that will be Prempe being replaced. Number 34 entering the match, which we don't have on the roster. So apologies again if I know we did get mentioned too that some of these numbers were changed. Let's see if we can try to figure those out before the second half and hopefully bring you a smoother broadcast for the second half as well. Here we go, of chance for FC2, 2v2 in the front. Wide area, trying to get under control is NDA. Good recovery there from Swinehart to win it back. Swinehart continues his run forward, but Mahmoud plays it behind. Miller with some space, stayed on side. The back line was a little late to push forward. Here's Miller, cutting inside. Still Miller with the left foot, just not getting the contact that he was looking for there. And that one will roll safely into the hands of Schmidt. FC2 now with a lot of space and numbers coming forward, trying to find their own way. Played into the middle, Abdi with the long switch to the far side, but the flag will come up, so play will stop right there. Peachtree FC back underway, playing the ball forward. Mahmoud's been very influential so far in this recent part of this match, getting forward a lot from the midfield. Here's a chance now. Peachtree FC 2 has a lot of space in the middle. Here's Abdi. Forward ran into an offside position, forcing him to come back. They came back to put the pressure, but commit a foul. Peachtree FC, if you want to be more involved with the club, there's some different ways you can do that. They are hosting a Fantasy Premier League competition this year. You can go to peachtreefc.com/donation to make a donation and enter the league. That's a minimum $5 donation required. And other opportunities are also available. If you want to become a sponsor or a partner of Peachtree FC, you can go to peachtreefc.com/sponsors to learn more information of how you can be involved with Peachtree FC in that way. And then as well, you can keep up with their future matches on peachtreefc.com/calendar. So all the information you need on Peachtree FC's website, you can go and find however you want to be involved to support Peachtree as they move forward into their club's history. Here's a chance now for the twos at the edge of the box. Trying to find a shot, but that one blocked and goes out for a corner kick. Still a few time left to play here. A lot of achievements so far from Peachtree FC, so we're glad to have everyone here who can support and just see the progress. You see the teams, how tightly knit they are, warming up together on the sideline as they get ready to enter the match. It's a big Peachtree FC family, a lot of cool achievements that they've made getting into the APSL, finishing second in their first ever Division I season, getting promoted with their first ever season as the second team, as well as reaching the State Cup final where they just fell short, but they did participate in the regional tournament as well. Now Cover looking for the long switch, but only as far as a Peachtree FC 2 player. Here's Woldesky in the midfield there. And NDA came back from an offside position, was trying to create, but at the time that the ball was played forward, he was too far forward, and now Peachtree FC back underway. Traore finding Santi. Now Swinehart playing with Cover. Wilson. Been solid, this back line of Peachtree FC with the ball. Good movement of the ball. Here's Amui back to Wilson. Wilson, though, unfortunately was not able to get forward. And chance for Peachtree FC if they can play quickly. It comes into Abdi in the box. Abdi tried to turn with it, but ends up winning a corner kick instead. So we reach about the final 10 minutes of the first half. Still 1-1. We believe the goal scorer for Peachtree FC was Arellano, after looking at the roster. So we've got Diaz for Peachtree FC 2 and Arellano for Peachtree FC. They put the cross in, but yellow card going to be shown to one of the bench members. I believe might have kicked the ball on the field. I did not see exactly what happened, but a yellow card shown. That was to number 44 for Peachtree FC. Cross coming in to the back post. Won by Traore. Chance here on the second chance. That one's saved by Amui. And it was number 44, Contreras, who was shown the yellow card. Amui pushing his teammates forward, decides to go short instead to Swinehart, who has some space in front of him. Ends up playing with Hill instead on the far side. And here's Ndiaye. Ndiaye end up going back, but a tough ball to deal with, especially in these conditions. And that was to number 25, Trey Pina. Again, with this weather, the field very slick. The ball's going to move very quickly across that artificial turf. And the rain's still coming down, not as heavy as it was before the match. Has calmed down quite a bit. And you can see some of the flooding that was on the field is now starting to subside as well, which still a difficult situation, but I'm sure this is preferred compared to some of the heat that's happened throughout the summer. Here's Diaz, the goal scorer, trying to get back under control. Tried to play it through the center, but Santi was there. Now Diaz winning it back right away. Here's Abdi. Well covered by Cover. Uribe's chest tried to find his teammate, but the Peachtree FC forwards were quick to it to get in the way. Now, Uribe was going to send the cross, but Diaz now goes down, the goal scorer. A lot of running from him in this first half, getting into advanced positions. Looks like he will be replaced. Number 32 will be the one coming in, Marcus Smith. Throw in, Abdi flicking it on, looking, I believe that's Powers. We don't have a 55 on the roster. So, and again, apologies for those at home if we're getting any names mixed up. We do have a list of positions and names and numbers. Some of the numbers and I think it's also from up here, I think we might have been getting the 3s and 5s mixed up. So we believe that might have actually been Ndie, the one who was running there, and it might be Powers on the far side. Number 48 entering the match for Peachtree. Number 48 is going to be, we actually don't have a 48 on the roster, so apologies again. But Miller was the one who was replaced. Cover putting the ball long. Traore flicking on. The newly entered player on the ball. And he's still going there with the speed to get past his defender. Tried to cut inside. Good work from the defender, but the ball's still loose. And on the second attempt, there's good defensive work there by Penchion. Although he got beat on the original race, he did well to recover, get into a good position, cutting off the cutback, and then the slide tackle to stop him from putting it in from that tight angle. And now Amui will get us back underway with the goal kick. Peachtree FC 2 still level here. Which of these two teams could go into the lead before halftime? Traore's header forward. And throughout this ADASL Summer League, we've seen some crazy score lines, and sometimes the first half can be pretty conservative, and second half everything can just open up. So we'll see what exactly happens in the second half, what changes the teams will make, and will they make a formation change. We know that two teams are set up in different ways, but we do know these teams train together, so they're probably prepared to make any changes as necessary. Ball played forward, picked up by Marinho. Loose ball to Santi. Santi forward two. Sorry, now it's to Santi. Now Traore. NDA getting it back. We're fighting for it. Eventually falls to Abdi. Has space in front of him. If he could play a good ball in here, it could be an opportunity. A foot race and a Mui off his line to get to that one first. But the play will now be stopped because of a player down. And again, as the wind blows, a bit of a breeze, it's a bit chilly. It's actually getting a bit chilly out here. So, you know, when you're preparing all summer in the heat and then you come out to these kind of conditions, anything can happen. That's Santi who's down there. He's back on his feet. Looks like he'll be okay. It'll be a drop ball. Back underway. Here's Mahmoud. Goes all the way back to Amui. Only a few minutes to go. Here's Cover. Has pressure from Powers. Goes wide to Swinehart, but the ball was out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in. Peanut's going to be the one to take it. Throwing, trying to get in behind the line. Was looking for Powers. Powers couldn't control it. Now it'll be a goal kick for Peachtree FC. Peachtree FC 2 doing a good job at holding off their first team. You can see a little bit of a difference in the experience level of the two teams, and you can see that the way that their Peachtree FC 2 are set up is kind of trying to make up for that, trying to give them some extra numbers in the midfield. Here's Powers. Has to go back to Pina. And now played all the way back to Schmidt. Schmidt with the long ball. Looking for Abdi. Wilson got to it but couldn't control it. Now Abdi picks up the loose ball, but his ball forward is going to be too close to Amui to cause any danger. So it's actually Prempe who's on the far side for Peachtree FC 2. Has to work hard to get back to support here. Ball over the top. Penchion gets to it first. Tried to clear a little bit of a loose one. Picked up by Marinho. Ball played wide, cutting inside. Back to Marinho. Now Traore back to Marinho. Marinho! Nearly found the back of the net. Just a goal scorer is Marinho. See, he has that knack for goal in tight spaces. Looking for the opportunity just to get his foot through it. Was able to, but this time it only was able to get into the hands of Schmidt. Abdi with the header. Doesn't have the support he needs. Swinehart now going to be able to play the ball forward. Trying to get it to his teammate on the far side, but just going to bounce a little bit too far behind. Be a goal kick for Peachtree FC 2. Only a few minutes remaining. It looks like we're going to be going into the half level unless somebody can pull something out here. But we only can commit a foul, and Peachtree FC will now be back under control. Hill playing the ball forward. Marinho with the flick on. Kept in on the far side. Mahmoud getting forward into the box. A nice skill there, and wins a corner kick late into this half. Nice little piece of skill there from the winger who entered the match. Fortunately, we don't have a name for that winger at this time. See if we can figure it out as the game goes. Might be Michelson, but we will try to confirm. Possibly at halftime. Here's a cross. Bounces a little bit short, and now a ball played forward. Looking for Ndiaye. Here's Ndiaye. Gets past one. Still trying to play it forward, but this time goes straight into the feet of Wilson. That was the right idea as Powers was coming forward to support, but just not the pace it needed, not the right timing. Nice move there from Cover. Nice move there. Nice one pass touching, and now Mahmoud getting forward. But Penchion does well to cover. Penchion has been a solid rock back there in the back for Peachtree FC 2. He's been playing almost like a sweeper, cleaning everything up, making sure that there's no clear chances. So far, again, 2 chances. One from Mateo Diaz in the beginning from the right-hand side, the near side on what you're watching at home. Was able to cut in, had a shot that slipped past the hands of Amui. And then a few minutes later, we believe it was Arellano who got the goal for Peachtree FC. We'll try to confirm at halftime. And Ndiaye getting forward. He was pulled back a little bit. And now Abdi playing it all the way to the far side. That's Woldesky getting forward from the midfield. Still Woldesky playing a 1-2 there on the far side. But this time his touch goes into a Peachtree FC player. Traore getting it to Mahmoud. Marinho, a rare missed touch from him. Penchion playing with Uribe. Uribe also one of the experienced players who's made a big difference for this Peachtree FC 2 team. But you look at the work there from Cover and Swinehart and Wilson and Hill on the Peachtree FC side, and you understand that They've got good coverage on both sides of the teams. So you might wonder why some of these standout players from the Peachtree FC 2s are not with the ones, but you can see the guys from the ones are just as good and making just as much impact, maybe just a little more consistent. Cross here. Won by Peachtree FC. Chance to counter. Has space to carry the ball, but now has the pressure a little bit later. Manages to get it to Ahmed. Ahmed trying to get past his mark, but defended well by Oribe, and that's going to bring us to halftime. Peachtree FC, Peachtree FC 2, the Peachtree Derby finishes in the first half 1-1 thanks to goals from Mateo Diaz, and we believe it was Chris Arellano. Again, we will try to confirm in the second half, but thank you for joining us here for this match on CMR Broadcasting. We'll be back to bring you the second half in about 15 minutes.
Ever season is the second team. As well as reaching the state cup final. They were just fell short, but they did participate in the regional tournament as well. Now Covert with a long switch. Cohen almost got the tripod fixed here. Along with the lead against their parent club. Any danger?
I'm Angela. I'm Daniel's wife.
And now wide to Ndiaye. Ndiaye has a sign, but a little bit.
I know we feel still down by the
A deeper position, connecting with his teammates. Here's Wilson under pressure. Chance here for the twos. Shot, and that one slips past the keeper into the back of the net. It's number 56. Uribe, or sorry, that's Pina going across the net. There is the tying goal.
welcome to the B.E.S.T Academy here in Atlanta, Georgia, just on the outskirts of I-285. As we get ready for the second half, Peachtree FC and Peachtree FC 2 in the Peachtree Derby here in the ADASL Summer League. We're getting ready for the second half. The final team talks, referees getting their final checks in before we get ready for the second half. 1-1 at halftime. Peachtree FC 2 took an early lead through Mateo Diaz, and then Peachtree FC were able to respond in the 21st minute. Only 3 minutes after the goal came, we believe it was from Chris Arellano. We don't have all of the numbers that are matching up. We do have the full rosters. We are just trying to match them as best as we can. We were given a starting lineup for both teams. It seems like there were some changes, which is why some of those might not match up. We did confirm a yellow card was shown to Peachtree FC's, the first team's number 44, which we have as Gerson Contreras, and it was for dissent, which we confirmed with the referee at halftime. So getting ready for the second half kickoff, you can see Peachtree FC 2 getting back onto the field. They're going to be the ones who want to pull off the upset. They want to prove that they can beat the first team. I think that John Hill, founder of the club, will be happy regardless at this point. Thanks to the performance from both of these teams, it has been a very back and forth match, very strong, showing the depth of the club. And as they move forward, we'll see that they've got some very good opportunities. Peachtree FC's first team moving into the APSL, one of the top leagues for amateur soccer in the country, especially in the northeastern region of the country. They've done a lot of really good things. And then moving into the Peachtree FC's 2s, moving into ADSL Division 1 after a very good first season in Division 2, finishing second place, gaining promotion. So the weather has improved. The thing that we will see is that there is a bit of a breeze and it has chilled out a little bit here. So compared to what we've seen all summer with those 90, 95 degree weather, and now today we're currently sitting in the mid 60s, so it's a bit chilly out here. But the teams will adjust. Again, definitely no rain will help. It's a little bit of a sprinkle, but we'll see as we get out. It looks like Peachtree FC, very few changes. It looks like they do have one player, which is Contreras, coming in for left back. Wilson will move to the right back position. Amui continuing in goal. Cover and Swinehart in the defense. Mahmoud, Santi, and Traore continuing in the midfield. And then Ahmed, Marinho, and the player who entered in the second half, which we don't have a number, I believe based on the roster, I believe that might be Michelson who entered. So again, we're doing the best to capture it, but we don't have a number. He's wearing number 48 on his jersey. We don't have a 48 listed on the roster. So we do have a 38, which is Michelson. We'll probably go with that. So here we are, kickoff for second half. Peachtree FC 2 getting us underway. We'll try to get their lineup. Pension, looks like Pension, Uribe, and Pina continuing in the defense. Schmidt in goal. They've got number 32 here, Marcus Smith. Abdi continuing. Babacar Ndiaye continuing in the front with Powers. And in the middle, number 29. We'll confirm who that one is. And number, it looks like 34 in the midfield. And we have a far side player, which we don't have the number. A chance here. Ball comes forward, Traore, but he's going to be offside. Peachtree FC 2. I believe we've got number 29, Kasanga, in the midfield. On the far side, it looks like Mateo Diaz, the goal scorer, has entered back into the game. And number 34, we don't have a 34 listed. Based on what we have available, it could potentially be Josh Sweeney. Based on the lineup that seems to be right, we'll go with Sweeney for now. Peachtree FC 2 trying to do what they did in the first half and take an early lead, but second half we always see can be completely different. A chance here as the ball's played forward by Santi, but that's going to be too far. It'll be picked up by Schmidt. Danny Schmidt getting the ball back underway. Here's number 28, Nicholas Molina, who's entered actually for Pina. So Molina entering the match, trying to blade it forward, wins a handball off of who we believe is Michelson. Again, apologies if that's not Michelson. Thank you to all watching in the YouTube broadcast. We know that there has been a lot of support for Peachtree FC. If you want to support further, you can go to peachtreefc.com/donations. If you'd like to donate, they have become a non-profit this year, so donations are tax deductible as a charitable gift. If you'd like to partner with Peachtree FC or become a sponsor, you can go to peachtreefc.com/sponsors. And a hard tackle there from NDA, giving away a free kick on Swinehart. Swinehart, who's playing as a center back, but has had a lot of contributions this season. 3 assists in the last 3 games, including the game-winning assist last time out in the last minute of the game. And Pension trying to get a clearance, but misses it, and on the next attempt does get it forward. Here's Smith picking it up. Has options if he can get it forward. Goes wide to Diaz. But it was just too heavy, and Diaz cannot keep it in. I believe that's Contreras on the far side. It's a little hard to see from where we are here behind the field. But here's Cover trying to get the ball forward to Bilal Ahmed, but it's too central, picked up by Sweeney. We did hear a call out for Josh, which we see Josh Sweeney, so I think we do confirm that is Sweeney there. Try to listen out for the calls from the players as they call out names to try to figure out who's who when we don't have it. Sweeney picking it back up. Forward to Kasanga. Kasanga was fouled late there by Contreras, who already has a yellow card. We saw him get one from the bench in the first half for dissent. And now a little bit of a talking to from the central referee. So he'll need to be careful if he wants to finish this game, and Peachtree FC, looking to push for the title, will want to finish with 11 players, give themselves the best opportunity. Next week they've got Majestic Red, who currently sit top of the table. It could change depending on different results this weekend. They've also got Terminus up there, who's perfect on the season so far. But they'll need the 3 points to be able to stay in a good position. Here's a ball into the box. Nobody ran onto it. Amui just letting it fall to his feet. The English goalkeeper taking his time to pick it up, teasing a little bit with the ball. And now decides to go long, looking to go over the top. Picked out well by Molina. Now Diaz getting forward. Swinehart there to clean it up though. Diaz getting the ball back in. Ball's to Ndiaye at the edge of the box. He got the assist for the first goal. Picked out well by Peachtree FC. Here they come again. Ahmed. Held onto just a little too long, and now Uribe in an advanced position picking it up. Looking for a runner. Decides to go across to the middle instead. Here's Sweeney getting it wide. Just looking for Diaz, but again, we've seen that time and time again here. It's not the widest of fields here in B.E.S.T Academy. Looks to be just about 65 yards wide, maybe a little bit less. Running out of space with these balls, especially with the wet turf. But now a chance here again for Peachtree FC. Can they get the timing right this time? They do get it forward, and Abdi with a chance in there. just offside. Unfortunate for him because that was a great move for Peachtree FC too to get into that position. Abdi missed the shot, but probably felt put off by the whistle. Maybe would have done better if he had not been offside. It looked very tight from up here. It's a little bit difficult to tell exactly whether it was or not. We were not seeing at the time of the pass, but it was definitely close. It looked like he was about on the line of the defense. Might have been just a step forward. Peachtree FC back underway. Long ball over the top. Ahmed getting to it, or sorry, that was Mourinho getting to it, but didn't able to connect with a teammate. Wasn't able to connect to a teammate. FC2 trying to get some possession. Here's Kasonga back to Oribe. Now Kasonga has to go all the way back to Schmidt. The pressure from the Peachtree FC forward, forcing Schmidt to play it out of bounds. Now Peachtree back in possession in a advanced position. Getting the ball into the box, a cross in, nobody there. And Schmidt's able to pick that one up pretty easily. Schmidt pushing the players forward, trying to get it into dangerous positions in the front. Good work there from Cover. Now Sweeney. Wide to Molina, coming forward to try to create from the center back position. This time it's picked out by Wilson actually. Oribe's ball forward, picked out again. And once again Wilson, this time he's able to connect with Traore. But Traore just running out of field space, not able to keep it in. Uribe, one of the founding members of this club, was a part of the team when they were still playing in the Soccer in the Streets 5v5 before they even became an 11v11 team. And that was a great ball there from Sweeney, touched forward by Powers. Here's Smith. All the way across to the far side. Diaz trying to keep it in play in the corner. Thought he won a corner kick. He doesn't agree. It looked like a corner kick from here, but obviously we're probably the furthest away that we could possibly be from there. The assistant referee right in front of it says it was a goal kick. Goal kick taken, trying to get it in behind. Uribe's header forces it out of bounds. Here's Mourinho coming back from deep, trying to create, but gets it taken off him by DA. Here's Molina. Now Penchion. Penchion has been one of the impressive players for this Peachtree FC2 side. Very solid in the back. Oribe. All the way forward. Was looking for Powers. Thomas Powers not able to keep it in play as well. Coming a game of space, trying to use the spaces. Who can use the spaces better? A lot of times running out of space. Here's Traore trying to power his way through. Oribe getting in the way. Penchion fouled by Traore, not able to create any danger from there. The final half hour, coming up on the final half hour of this match. Both teams deadlocked at the moment. Not really any major chances in the second half yet. Ball's back into play. Here's Swinehart. Playing it forward to, I believe, Michelson. We're going to continue to say Michelson until we find out otherwise. Now Sweeney on the ball after Smith was the one who was able to pick it up. Still Sweeney, not able to slip it through. Abdi coming back to win it back. NDA connecting with Powers. Powers does enough pressure and now. Oh, and Diaz was there to win it off. Finished the play, but could not count because it came off of his arm as he put the pressure on Swinehart. The ball was played against him, and it came off of his arm, so the goal did not count. Here's Ahmed. Ahmed cutting inside, has pressure from both sides. Uribe winning it back with help from India. Here's Smith, Marcus Smith. A good ball into the box, but just a little too much, and that's going to be picked out by Amuri. Cover. Now for Peachtree. This game's starting to pick up and starting to heat up. A nice let the ball through for Mourinho. Mourinho continuing forward. And Pedro Mourinho. A great ball in behind. Traore. And Marcus Smith winning the ball back. Foul. Great work there from Marcus Smith. Once again, he's been a workhorse here on this near side, up and down the field. Seems to have lungs for days. Very great work there from the Peachtree FC 2 player. And now Penchion on the kick. Penchion. Only as far as Swinehart. Mahmoud's ball was looking for the space, hits off the heel of the referee, and will be a drop ball for Peachtree FC. No changes for either side so far in the second half, with everything to play for. Definitely trying to be a little bit more conservative, looking for the opportunities as we reach about the 15-minute mark of the second half, the 60th of the game. Mahmoud playing the ball into the behind. Here's Ahmed. Ahmed already has an assist today. Can he get a second? Oh, and just off the target there. That was Contreras coming forward from the left back position. Unlucky there, just missed wide. A great run there from Bilal Ahmed to get into this forward position, putting the cross in and so nearly finding the lead. Goal kick taken by Schmidt, playing the ball forward. Won by Mahmoud, falls to the feet of Mourinho, has some space if he can get it. On Penchion once again. Excellent defensive work there from Penchion, as he's done since the beginning of this game, recovering in those positions. Another one here, ball won by Covert, forward. Chance for Peachtree FC, wide to Ahmed. Ahmed looking for options, nice cut back. Gets past Smith, Ahmed in the cross. The Diaz there. Still Diaz. Oh, nearly a chance there for Peachtree FC 2 to counter. Rain starting to come down again. Here's Swinehart. Was looking for Ahmed, who was in an offside position. Let it go out for a goal kick. And Schmidt going to be getting the players forward again, but this time goes short to to Molina. Molina to Penchion. And a mistake there from Penchion, giving the ball away in a deep position. Peachtree FC looking for a chance to take the lead. Nice move, but not able to give it in. Powers doing well, coming back from the front to help on defense. Forcing the ball out. Penchion now. Here's Sweeney, wide to Diaz. Powers. Thomas Powers comes to Molina, forward to forward to Kasanga, who couldn't who ends up winning a throw in. Molina now on the throw. Here's Ndiaye giving the ball away. Here's Bilal Ahmed. Ahmed forward to Traore. Still Ahmed picking up the loose ball. Played to Contreras, getting forward, but looking for the touch. Mahmoud skies that one over the goal. An opportunity for Peachtree FC. They're getting more and more. They're starting to win the ball in dangerous positions. They're connecting better together, but still not able to test the keeper in the second half. Rain's starting to come down a bit heavier as we reach the final 28 minutes. It's been a pretty quiet second half for Peachtree FC in the last, Peachtree FC 2 in the last 10 minutes or so. It's been all Peachtree FC. Sweeney able to get the head and a chance here, but no, dealt with well by Swinehart. Now Ahmed, he's been a creative force in the second half, but that time is not able to find his teammate. Chance here, Uribe getting the ball forward to Diaz. Diaz, the danger man for Peachtree FC 2 in this game. Trying to go himself, but ends up giving it away to Contreras. Contreras was put under pressure, and Peachtree FC 2 win a throw-in. Peachtree FC 2 trying to pull off the upset against their senior team. Both of these teams moving up into a new division in the new season, coming up in the fall season, preparing for it in the summer here, the ADASL Summer League. Here's a chance as Mourinho, but Penchion, the pace on him. Again, Penchion just showing his physicality to cover up those defensive areas. Pedro Mourinho, the club's top scorer from last season, the top scorer of the Summer League for Peachtree FC. Just thought he was through there, but Penchion again, just showing his physicality, showing his ability to cover those spaces and recover and be that defensive rock for Peachtree FC 2. Molina putting it back in. Here's Penchion playing it to Schmidt under pressure. Schmidt having to play it out wide, and Molina just not able to keep it in play. It's going to be a throw-in. Quickly taken by Ahmed. Here's Mourinho. Mourinho not able to get something out of it. Again, strong defense from Peachtree FC 2. The goalkeeper Schmidt, 2 clean sheets in his last 2 games. Today won't get a clean sheet, but has been showing why. It's not always the goalkeeper, but the defense in general has been very strong for Peachtree FC 2. Chance here as Ahmed puts the cross in to the edge of the box. It bounces behind and it will be a throw-in. We see 2 players warming up for Peachtree FC, Miller and Arellano. I believe that was the goal scorer, Arellano. And Miller has also been in great form recently, 3 goals in his last 3 games. Apologies, throw-in for Peachtree FC 2. Wasn't taken from the position that the referee wanted. Ball taken, won by Contreras. Here's, we believe, Michelson. Kasonga played into pressure, and now it's going back to Schmidt. Here's Molina. Wide to Uribe. Looking for Diaz and out of bounds. Throw-in taken from far behind the field, and Swinehart played it quickly. Traore with a nice flick. And NDA from Peachtree FC 2 defending really well. Here's a chance for Santi. One back by Sweeney. Sweeney carrying forward, wide to Abdi. Chance for Peachtree FC 2 here to pull off the upset, get another lead. Abdi having to play short to Molina. Run forward by NDA, great ball over the top, but dealt with well by Wilson. Wilson's ball forward, looking for Ahmed. Kasanga was in the way. Now Molina. Kasanga. Kasanga's ball goes into the feet of Marinho. Marinho gets past one. Uribe gets past Uribe. Here's Marinho. Has to go past Penchion. If he can get past Penchion, his chances are good. And what a finish there from Pedro Marinho, the goal scorer, the top goal scorer. What a finish. Peachtree FC back in the lead for the first time today. Back on top of the table. Within a point of Majestic Red now with this score. And they've still got work to do to hold off Peachtree FC 2 for the rest of this match, but there is the goal that they needed to get them into the lead, put them into the title race once again. And we talked so much about Penchion, and he didn't really do anything wrong there. There's nothing he could do, but no one was expecting that shot there. Just a great finish from Pedro Marinho into the back post. Trying to kind of find a quick response. Here's Marcus Smith. Tried to find Abdi's feet and ends up going off of the Peachtree FC player for a corner. Peachtree FC 2 with a quick response here. Smith on the corner. Smith to the back post. Given away. Here's Peachtree FC trying to add to their lead. NDA back to clean it up. Schmidt having to come up to clear. Smith coming back, was not able to control, and Wilson will let it go. Substitutes for Peachtree FC now. The goal scorer for the first goal, number 49. Chris Arellano coming in to replace Mahmoud. Mahmoud has been all over the pitch this match. First half, second half, up and down the field, getting forward, helping on defense, has been very strong. He will find his day done. Mui with a little bit of a miscontrol, forcing it out of bounds. A chance here for Peachtree FC 2, and they'll have a couple changes coming in their way as well. And that's Boldesky and Prempe getting ready to come in. Ball put in, falls to Powers. A chance here. What a save there from Amui. And a tight angle. Powers with a little bit of luck on his side as the ball bounced. It was able to get a touch around the defender, had the shot away, and a great work there from the goalkeeper for Peachtree FC to keep them in the lead. Prempe and Woldesky coming in, replacing Kasanga and Diaz. So Mateo Diaz, the goal scorer, his day will be done today. He's had another goal in the second half. Unluckily for him, was called back for a handball as he blocked the clearance and appeared to have come off his arm. Of course, we know by the laws of the game that you cannot score directly from a play that came off your arm, whether it was accidental or intentional or not. But a chance here for a Peachtree FC 2. Marcus Smith with the cross. Won by Contreras. Still in a dangerous position for FC2. And the cross there not successful from Peachtree FC. I believe that was Prempe, the newly entered player. And now we'll see a change for Peachtree FC as number 29, Caleb Miller, will come in to replace Bilal Ahmed. Ahmed has been very good in this game as well, getting into dangerous positions. Got the assist for the first goal. created the play and nearly got an assist for another one in the second half, but didn't work out. Pension winning that one and clearing the ball forward for a Peachtree FC throw-in. So only one sub remaining, it seems, for both teams. Looking at the benches, it looks like both teams still have one player available. Pina for the 2s and John Hill for the 1s. Here's Wilson. He's been very strong throughout this match. Looking for Miller. Miller's touch falls to the feet of Santi. Santi getting the ball forward. I believe that's Michelson. Goes into the box, and that's going to be a penalty. Penalty for Peachtree FC. And again, apologies if we had the wrong name, but I believe that was Michelson who went forward into the box. Got tripped up in the process. It's going to be a penalty, and it's going to be the one who won the penalty will be the one to take it. Number 48 for Peachtree FC. We don't have a 48 on the squad. It's either El Yazami or Michelson or Pace. It could be Pace. Penalty kick for Peachtree FC. And he finishes it in the bottom corner calmly and collected, extending Peachtree's lead here in the second half. 3-1 in the 73rd minute. Peachtree FC are going to be one step closer to fighting for that title, going into the final 3 matches of this ADASL Summer League. They were consistent in the second half. They've been pushing, and now they've got the score line to show for it. 3-1 in the 74th minute. And we'll see the final change for Peachtree FC 2, I believe, as Pina will come in and we'll be replacing Thomas Powers. That will see Uribe go forward as Pina will slip into the back line. Now Sweeney trying to get the ball into a dangerous position from the start, but his ball forward is into the box and no FC2 players there to pick it up. It's going to be Amui taking his time. He likes to have the ball at his feet, as we've seen throughout this match. Definitely comfortable with the ball at his feet. Definitely as a futsal player, you would understand that. Played pro futsal in England. Here's Swinehart carrying the ball forward. Tried to connect to Contreras, but was a little too heavy. Still Swinehart finding Traore. That is. I believe that's actually, I think I heard somebody call Javi. So, no, that is Traore. There's Miller now. Miller trying to put a cross in, blocked on the first attempt. Comes back to Wilson. Now Wilson finds the middle. Shot from the edge of the box. That one was from the goal scorer, not able to find it. Hey, John, who scored the penalty? Michelson, okay, perfect. Thanks. And we did get confirmation the goal scorer for the penalty kick was actually David Michelson, so we were correct on that one. So he's wearing 48, we were given 38, that's what the confusion was. So Michelson adding to his score tally for the Summer League. And now Pension. Traore there in the midfield, been strong in this match as well, picking it back up. Michelson playing back to Swinehart. Back to Michelson. Michelson, he won the penalty kick and scored it. Still Michelson with the ball. Very shifty player there in NDA. Coming back and defending again. Here's Arellano. Wide to Contreras. Contreras trying to go forward, but ran out. Good defense there from Molina for Peachtree FC 2. Ball played forward again. Here's Mourinho trying to get forward, gets through one, gets through two, and a little bit of a chip. Pedro Mourinho, what a goal from him. Extending now, getting his 7th goal of the Summer League in 6 matches. More than a goal per game average. A nice move there from Pedro Mourinho to get past the 2 players, and then the little bit of a chip past Schmidt. What a finish there from Mourinho. Just showing why he has the class that he has, the skills that he has, the composure, and the finish. John Hill now entered the match for Santi Magotsana in that play as well. The final change, we believe, of the match. We don't see any other options on the bench. And we believe all the subs will be made, so we will finish off this game with the players on the field. 77 minutes gone, about 12 to go, 12 and a half to go. Here's Marcus Smith playing the ball forward, Josh Sweeney trying to get forward, and Amuri doing well to come out from his line to pick that one out. And Peachtree FC seemed like they're going to be coming away with the victory, playing the ball forward to Hill, but not able to keep it in play. But we can see why they're at the top of the table, why they were at the top of the table in the Division 1 season last season as well, finishing 2nd place. Here's a chance for NDA to potentially get them back in the game though, and his chip was just not towards the goal enough. But Peachtree FC 2, a really great effort, took an early lead. They were in this game for most of it, into the second half, and they just couldn't handle the pressure from Peachtree FC, showing the potential that they have to come up and support this Peachtree FC side as they go into their Division 1 season. You can see that they definitely have the talent. We thank you again, all of the ones who are watching at home and supporting Peachtree FC. And this game brought to you by CMR Broadcast. If you want to support Peachtree FC, you can go to their website, peachtreefc.com, to get more information on how you can support, whether it's by making a donation, entering their Fantasy Premier League $5 donation required to do that, or if you want to become a sponsor or partner, you can go to peachtreefc.com/sponsors, or you can just follow the team and support throughout the season by following their social media pages. You can see their full schedule on peachtreefc.com/calendar. Ball into the box by Penchion. Amui getting out and getting his hands to that one. Here's NDA, still moving. NDA, his feet just don't stop moving. But that time it was taken back by Cover. And now Mourinho. Could he get his hat trick today? He has a lot of work to do, and only as far as Molina that time. But it would have been impressive if he was able to go all the way himself there. Pedro Mourinho, 2 goals today, 7 on the season for this summer league, number 47 in 6 matches. Came into the game with 5 and 5. Just one of the key players, and other players have been making a lot of contributions as well throughout this match. And now here's Mourinho again. Ball into the box, just too much for Caleb Miller to get to it, but Mourinho with a little bit of a smile to the bench as he knew that one could have been another goal contribution. Here's Peanut, managed to keep it in play, and in the second attempt, his teammate Smith that was able to win the free kick. Ball's in play. Here's Penchion. Coming to Sweeney. Gets it wide to Prempe. Now Molina on the ball. Finds Sweeney with space. Sweeney forced to put the ball forward. To Abdi. Ball bouncing around in the middle. Eventually falls to the feet of Abdi, but he can't control, and Cover's going to be there to let it roll out for a throw-in. And again, we talked about the defense, a lot about the defense of Peachtree FC too, but Peachtree FC has been even stronger in defense. They haven't had to do a lot in the back line in the second half, but their midfield just covering the spaces so well. Not allowing anything to go through the middle, forcing those long balls, and they've dealt with them extremely well. The partnership of Cover and Swinehart has been very solid, especially on the ball. Here's Swinehart now getting the ball forward. Here's Traore, and Michelson comes away with it, trying to get around, but this time he's taken off it by, I believe that's Prempe there. Loose ball falls to Ndiaye, tries to go forward. Marcus Smith, his ball forward picked out by Swinehart this time. Swinehart looking for Traore. Traore's a little flick and Mourinho, but the flag will come up. It was nearly an opportunity for him to get his hat trick. He'll definitely want that. We saw and almost seeing a repeat from last year's Summer League result. Peachtree FC won last Summer League 5-1 against Peachtree FC 2. Now, Peachtree FC 2 still not able to get the better of their first team counterparts. It'll motivate them in training to continue working to support this team. And ultimately, we know that these teams are very close-knit and very supportive of each other, so, and a really well-run club. And John Hill, you got to commend John Hill for the work that he's done with Peachtree FC over the last 5 years. Use his experience in New York when he came to Atlanta to try to create a nice model. Here's Miller. Oh, but he's not able to find the target that time. Miller with a goal in each of his 3 last matches. This time, just hits it wide. Wants to add to his goal tally. But again, going back to what we were saying about John Hill and Peachtree FC, they're now a non-profit organization, which means that they are able to take tax-deductible donations, but it also just shows their involvement in the community, and the things that they're trying to do have been very strong. And a chance here for Peachtree. Traore putting the pressure on Wildesky. Sweeney with the header forward. Uribe was there trying to win it as well. Didn't get forward in time. Arellano, one touch pass to Hill. Hill with the pass to the space. Traore onside. Traore playing it across all the way to Mourinho with a hat trick. And he does it. He completes his hat trick. Mourinho gets his 8th goal of the Summer League, extending Peachtree FC's lead 5-1 in the 85th minute. A great move there as Traore connected with Hill. Arellano played it to Hill. Hill behind to Traore. Traore stayed onside, played it across. Penchion got in the way, but was not able to reach the ball. Peachtree FC getting another goal. Pedro Mourinho getting another goal. And they're one step closer. Could win their first title in ADSL. Here's Abdi, one of the club founders. Wilson managing to keep it in play. Here's Cover. Finds Michelson in the middle with some space. Now gets it forward to Contreras. And Michelson again. Still Michelson. Contreras keeps it in play. Sorry, that's actually Arellano. Nice link-up play there, and now able to switch it out here to Wilson. Wilson gets to it first. Still has pressure on him. Sweeney ends up getting to it. Wide to Uribe. Now Sweeney. Sweeney looking for Uribe. Can he get to the ball? Just not fast enough to get there. Ball will roll out. Uribe started this match, played most of the match at center back, has moved forward into a forward position. We believe he definitely has some experience on him, but not necessarily the legs to play as a forward, so they'll need to use him in a different way. Here's Mourinho coming back deep to be involved and ends up giving it away. Here's Smith. Sweeney. Pina. Peachtree FC back in possession through Michelson. Michelson carrying the ball forward. Now wide to Hill. Mourinho playing with Hill. Hill gives it away. Sweeney. Desgi gets it wide to Prempe. Prempe's ball forward. Didn't realize that Uribe had come in short looking for the ball. Was expecting to run forward. And ends up giving it away. The second half has become pretty much all of Peachtree FC at this point. Here's Miller. Miller carrying the ball forward still. NDA coming back once again. Here's Smith. Smith gets past one, trying to go himself, but runs out of space again, and Swinehart there to get the ball back. Traore. This time it falls to the feet of Woldesgi. Tried to play the ball behind. Cover there. Swinehart playing in behind. Ball was already out of bounds, so be a throw in for Peachtree FC 2. In the 88th minute, just a few minutes to go. Penchion. Back to Schmidt. Looking for Molina. Difficult ball to deal with though, and it's going to be a throw in. Contreras playing the throw into Traore's feet. Now Traore switching it to Wilson. To the middle, here's Michelson. Michelson wide to Contreras, who just veered offside before the pass was made. I saw him make the run a little bit too early. He stepped forward, realized it, tried to come back, but by the time he did it, it was already too late. The ball had already been played, and he got caught for offside. So Peachtree FC 2 off the hook this time. Have a few minutes to try to get something back in this game, maybe at least to get some consolation. Try to give themselves a better chance going forward in the final matches of this Summer League. Penchion playing it behind, Wilson winning it. Second ball dealt with well by Cover. Only cleared as far as Sweeney. Uribe with the one-time touch forward. Prempe not able to get to it before Contreras, who plays it back to Amui. Miller with a nice touch. And now a ball forward. Here's Miller still. Tries the left-footed shot, but that one far off the mark. He did well to get behind. Just didn't do well to finish it that time. He had Penchion coming down his back. We saw all game what Penchion has been able to do in those recoveries, so definitely the pressure was there. Here's Schmidt. Gonna get the ball forward. This might be the last kick of the game. And it is. There is the final whistle. Peachtree FC 5, Peachtree FC 2-1. A repeat result from last year's Summer League, but Peachtree FC showing why they are the first team going into the final 3 matches of this Summer League. Now they'll have to face Majestic Red, who was sitting at the top of the table going into this week. Results from around the league, around the city, will be coming in throughout the day, and we'll see where they end up. But Peachtree FC coming away with the victory today against their second team in the Peachtree Derby. Thank you for joining us here at CMR Broadcasting. We're happy to bring you this match, and we hope that you enjoyed. If you want to support Peachtree FC, please go to peachtreefc.com and find out how you can support. Follow their social medias as they look to take on new challenges in the new season. APSL, ADASL Division 1 coming up for these two teams, finishing off this ADASL Summer League. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time.
us, and we will see you